Okay guys, so in this video we're looking at part 2 of how to calculate your calories to hit your goals. If you suddenly stumbled upon this video first, please have a look at part 1 first because it gives us important information to go forward in a linear order. We worked out the calories that I needed for my energy expenditure and my maintenance level. Okay, and this is the level that I need to maintain my current weight. So from this video now, part 2, we're going to cover how to calculate your calories for fat loss. Part 3 is for muscle gain, but everyone can take something away from each video, so please make sure you do go through each video in order too. Sorry about the maths, it's going to step up a little bit, but I'm going to simplify it as much as possible, so please do bear with me. Let's go. So, if you want to lose fat, you need to eat fewer calories than your TDEE. Doing so forces your body to draw energy from its fat stores to compensate for the calories you're not consuming each day. Do this long enough and you will lose weight as well as body fat. So to lose fat, I would recommend using a calorie deficit of around about 20%. Let's just get right into it. So remember my TDEE, my total daily energy expenditure from the last video, 3,171 calories to stay at the same weight, okay? Times that by 0.20, which equates to 634. This is the deficit that we're going to create off of the maintenance number. So 3,171 take away 634 equates to our new number now to focus on, which is 2,537 calories. So that is what we need to be in a deficit and see how the body responds. So at a 634 daily calorie intake deficit, I should be able to lose over 1 pound per week, okay? 1 pound of fat equates to approximately 3,500 calories, in case you didn't know that one, okay? Very important one to remember. So, looking at my number of my deficit that I've created of 634, we're going to times that by 7 days a week, okay? So, the number I've got here is 4,436, okay? So, technically by the book, we should be able to lose between 1 to 2 pounds of body fat per week. If the number is a bit higher than that, you're potentially eating into your muscle stores too, so you might want to actually increase your calories to stay within this range. So, I will technically burn over 3,500 calories with this number. So I'll burn off more than a pound a week, technically, okay? So, on to the next stage. This is where we level up a bit. We've worked out the macro, or should I say we've worked out the calorie requirements. We're going into the macro requirements this time. So now that we've worked out my required calorie intake for fat loss, let's look at the numbers here. So, protein, fats, and carbohydrates are the macronutrients we have to focus on. Protein is 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you're like me, I actually work in kilograms. Times your weight in kilograms by 2.2, and that will give you the pounds equivalent, okay? So we have, in terms of fats, use 0.3 to 0.5. So anywhere in this threshold here is a ballpark to go for working out your fat target. So let's just say for this example here, we've got 0.5 grams per pound of body weight, okay? And then whatever you get from that, the number of calories that are remaining after this number, just put that into your carbohydrate macronutrient target, okay? So protein at 1 gram per pound of body weight, which is my weight in kilograms, 94 kilograms times by 2.2, times that by 207 pounds, or work out yours if you're using your calculator. That equals 207 grams, which is what I should be going. As we've got here, 1 gram per pound of body weight, that's how much protein I want to set myself to try have on a day-to-day basis with protein, okay? And with calories, use 207 grams times by, remember this number, there's 4 calories per gram in protein. So times them together, that equates to 828 calories. That comes from protein. When we look at fats, and we use 0.5 times by my body weight, which we said is 207 pounds, equals 103.5 grams of fats that I want to accumulate each day. So the calories equals that number, 103.5, times by 9 calories per gram in fats. Remember that, 9 calories per gram in fats. Okay, there's 4 calories per gram in carbohydrates as well as protein. But this sum here equals 931.5 calories, which comes from fats. Okay, so then we can literally put these together and see what we get. And then whatever's left over will go into carbohydrates, and that will equate to the deficit that we've created in calories. Okay, so a good thing to note of is fat can range from, like I said, 0.3 to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight. Adjust up or down based on your own dietary preferences. Because some of us enjoy eating, higher fat, some of us enjoy eating lower fat. But remember, fats are still important to have, okay? So just adjust based on what you prefer anyway, okay? So use the 0.5 pound multiplier. And if you enjoy having a higher carb, lower fat diet, go for 0.3 as a guideline. Okay, so next stage, carbs are determined by subtracting your protein and fat calories from the daily calorie total, then dividing by 4 to get the number of carbs you eat per day. So as each gram of carbohydrate contains 4 calories per gram, as I've mentioned before as well. So calories left after removing protein and fat calories, 2,537, take away 828, take away 931.5, like we had in the last slide, is the calories allotted for carbohydrates. You know, that's what leaves us with 777.5, which will round up, you know, we don't need the 0.5, we could just round it to 778, okay, just for simplicity. Now what we need to do from here is divide 778 by 4 to get the total grams of carbohydrates that I need to consume each day. So we had the other numbers before. Now we've got 194.5 grams of carbohydrates. So here is my macronutrient target to go for, okay? 207 grams of protein, 103.5 grams of fats, and 194.5 grams of carbohydrates, you know? So, easy, right? That's what it's all about. So that's what I need for fat loss. That's what I need to try and see how my body changes over time. Like I said, if you find that you're not losing weight after 2 weeks, remove another 100 calories from your daily caloric intake and assess your progress over the next 2 weeks. If, however, you find yourself, like I said before, losing more than 2 pounds per week, consider adding those calories back in as well, just to make sure you're not losing muscle at the same time too. So I hope you stuck with me on that one. It was quite a video on that one. I enjoyed it though, but once you get your head around it, it's actually pretty simple, to be fair. So let us know what you thought of this video in the Facebook group, or drop me a message privately. I'll see you in the next video for number 3, where we calculate your calories for muscle gain. I'll see you in the next one.